Hey, Matt.
Homer, how are you doing today?
I'm not bad. How about you?
Not too shabby. Mind if I take a seat real quick?
Oh, please do, man.
Thank you. How's your week been going?
Well, listen, it has been crazy here. I thought it was going to be an easy week. You know, we
Yeah.
like to ease into the Easter weekend. But I had
Never the case.
John has been out for 2 days.
Oh no.
He has strep throat.
Oh no.
And I just hope to hell that he didn't give it to everybody else. And
Well, good thing you have him out of here right now, because you don't want that spread.
That's what I told him. I said, go home and then go to the doctor and get something for that.
Exactly.
Because, you know, I can't afford to lose. So I've had
You don't
to
want
jump
that.
in and do some stuff for him the last couple of days. And I'm not used to working.
I was gonna say,
I'm used to sit behind
probably
the desk.
really figuring out that equipment room down there now, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, well, listen, I found that the guy works pretty good.
Yeah, he does. He's a hard worker. I can
I
tell
hope he
you that.
doesn't
I
ask
just
for
walked
more
around
money
with him.
when he gets back, you know. Anyway.
That might be the case, but
That's what I've been doing, okay.
hey, what do you got going on this weekend?
Not much. You know, we don't do much for Easter. We go to church on Sunday.
Okay.
It's just small, you know, just my wife and both the boys.
Yep.
And my brother lives a million miles away in North Carolina. So
Okay.
Steve, I don't have a chance to see him and his family. And my folks are gone.
Yeah.
Her folks are gone.
Yeah.
So that's just us, you know.
You know, that's not a bad thing, keeping it simple. I've got.
Well, you know, you like to do that, especially if your work life is hectic. You like to have simple stuff.
Well, especially after a week like this, you know, you got to take a couple of days to decompress, to get recharged for next week, and I can feel you on that. I've got a busy weekend coming up with the family coming in town for everything for Easter, so it's not really a weekend for me. It's just going to continue to work. You know?
Oh yeah, well,
It's
it's
busy,
family
busy.
though. I mean,
It is, and
that's
it's great to
good.
see them, but
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
it's a lot, you know.
Yeah.
So not much going on for Easter and all that stuff, and I know that you're probably thinking, why didn't he bring me something this time, you know? I've been giving you golf balls, I've been giving you cups. I didn't have anything in hand this time for you, Homer.
I knew that the treasure chest would be empty sooner or later.
It isn't. What I brought you is a really good looking program that I put together for you.
Okay, yeah.
That's gonna, I think, save us a lot of money. And if
Sure,
I can just slide around here with you,
Go ahead. Yeah,
we'll
go
go
ahead,
over
do
it
that.
page
Sure.
by page and
Yeah.
kind of just trickle through this here. And feel free to stop me and ask me any questions.
Oh, listen, I'll do that. I'm good at that.
I figured you might not have a problem with it, you know?
Absolutely.
So, Homer, here is our first page we've got on our little program I put together here for you. And all this is saying is thank you for taking your time out of your day to let me come in and talk to you and take me around the plant and get to know you guys, because I feel like we've built a good relationship here, and I'm personally glad to have met you. Because you're one of a kind, Homer, let me tell you that. But this is just
Everybody
a
tells
page.
me that, you know? Oh, well, that's good or bad, you know?
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
All right.
You know, the Southern hospitality. No. So this next page is just our benefits, pretty much, that were outlined in our last few meetings. You know, we're gonna increase those cycles in the tower, save you a lot on water costs, things like that, improve the corrosion and all that stuff that we discussed. This next page is really important. This is I really enjoy that they include this in here. It's our transition plan. This is
Okay, all
a
right.
detailed step-by-step plan.
You mentioned that a little the last time you were here.
And I know that sometimes in the changing of the guard, things can, you know, fall through the cracks and whatnot. And this is going to help us prevent that. Getting our stuff in here, you know, before they go and pull all their controllers and stuff off the boards. We want to get our stuff in here. Use up all those chemicals that you might have sitting back there, you know.
Man, I can't stand any more empty containers.
And yeah, get rid of all that stuff and just make it as smooth as possible for both of us.
Okay.
This next page is kind of an overviewing engineering layout of your system, your makeup, and our calculated what we want to get you to numbers here, so you can see where our endpoint or our goals are for your tower. So just kind of a little engineering spec up. This next page just goes through detailed findings of what we saw and what my recommendations to fix are.
Okay.
So that you can see them written out, you know. I mean, we talked about them, but we never had them down on paper, and this kind of goes over that. Low cycles, what we're gonna do is increase those, obviously. Significant corrosion, we're gonna help you get that out of your loop and all that good stuff. So,
yeah.
and the microbiological fouling, we already took care of that a little bit with that cooling tower cleaning, but
Absolutely.
we're gonna have to stay on top of it so it stays looking the way it does now. And here are the products we're gonna use for your tower to do that.
Okay.
This is our Chem-Aqua 31155. That is our inhibitor designed to control corrosion and scale. So that's just our main inhibitor that's going in there. These last two are our biocide, the dual biocide program that we spoke about. The first one here is our 40215, and this is a non-oxidizing liquid isothiazolime. And the second one here is our 42171, and this is our oxidizing bromine. So those two products will help us clean that, or keep that tower looking the way it does instead of turning back green, you know.
Yeah.
So this was same thing with the chill loop here, kind of a little engineering mock-up of what we see and water use, water loss, all that stuff. So it kind of just gives you a good idea of what our system looks like. And then this next page again is our product that we're going to use on that closed loop system.
Okay, what
And
is
it's
that?
our Chem-Aqua 51999, and this is a liquid-based nitrate inhibitor.
That's for the closed loop?
This is for our closed loop, and what that's going to do, along with that pop filter feeder that we're going to get in, that's going to get all of our iron out, and this is going to help coat those pipes and make sure that that corrosion problem is squenched.
Okay.
This next page is one that we kind of went over already, but it's just want to reiterate it here for you. This is our ROI. What I had predicted our savings are going to be on your water just by increasing our cycles. By doing that only, we're going to save, like we discussed last time, around $10,000 a year in water costs.
Man, listen, I'll tell you, that's going to make a big difference right there. I mean, really.
$10,000 is a big number.
That's a big number, absolutely.
I'm just going to be honest with you here. I was pretty conservative on this estimate. Like we discussed, you had some deposits from microbiological stuff that increases your energy costs, and I didn't even add that in. I just stuck with the pure water costs that we're going to save by just increasing your cycles. So, like I said, this is a conservative number, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be seeing savings more than that. So.
Yeah, I'm really going to be watching that. You know?
And I think that we should, because I like proving what I say. You know, I like under-promising and over-delivering.
I'm going to hold your feet to the fire on that.
And I appreciate that. This is just the equipment we talked about, your mini wave controller that we discussed, and then these are what the pumps look like that we're going to bring in. Just upgrading all that equipment is going to help us out. This next page is my routine service visits. This is what I'm going to be doing every time I come in and do our service once a month. And you can hold me to this too. I'll let you hold on to this piece of paper, and if I'm starting to slack or you see me not doing anything.
The only thing that I request about your coming in, if you're going to come in once a month, don't make it the first or the last week of the month.
Nope.
If you can do it somewhere in between the second, third week of the month, it'd be easy for me, because those 2 weeks, things are crazy.
That's no problem, Homer. I'm just going to make note of that over here so that I do remember to do that, because once we get on a schedule, I like maintaining the schedule. I don't like coming in the first of the month and the last of another month and leaving 60 days between one visit and 10 days between another, you know? It doesn't. So that just kind of details our routine visits. This other special services, this is something that we haven't reviewed yet, but review meetings. Quarterly, biannually, annually, just kind of sit down with you, go over what we're seeing and how we're doing, and get on the same page. If there's improvements that I need to make or you need to make, it's a good time to go over that and kind of just sit down and see where we are.
Okay, great idea. What
did you think, quarterly or biannually?
Quarterly would work great for me.
Perfect.
Just give me a call, set it up so we can spend some time together.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll just come in and sit down.
I'm not getting that now, you know?
Okay, yeah. Engineering support, specialists available. Got an engineering team you can get a hold of. Maintain your chemical feed and control systems. These are just extra things that we do outside of our routine visits. This is our smart link delivery, like we discussed, which is yours going to be hands-free delivery, so we're not pouring bleach into that tower anymore, and John's not touching any of those chemicals.
But I think it's going to be worthwhile, especially with the bleach problem I've had in the past.
I guarantee your stress level will go down once he's not dealing with those chemicals anymore.
Yeah,
you know?
That's good news.
In these last few pages, this is just a kind of overview of our corporate profile.
Okay, all right.
Our mission statement, our story, our laboratory capabilities, and all this stuff. So, if you ever have anybody else that might be interested in us, hand these pages over to them. They get a little, kind of just like a brochure for us. You know?
You've done a great job with your presentation. I mean, it really has been.
I like doing my diligence so that we're not skipping over things, you know. And then this last page is really important. This is our program economics. This is our this is our brass tacks here, you know, where rubber meets the road. And what we're looking at right now is about $1,698 a month for all these services included. And with that in mind, I have this agreement over here that I put together that just reiterates that. Total value of about $20,000 a year with the $1,680 or $98 a month. And then I have it written down here starting on April 1st. And I can change that to the 15th depending on what you want, you know. I know some people like billing on the 1st, some people like billing on the 15th. So.
No, you know, it doesn't make a difference.
Well, you tell me either way.
First
or the 15th.
On the 1st, yeah.
Well, if you want to start on the 1st, all I
okay.
need right here, Homer, is a signature from you and a date. And I actually, not only did I bring you this, but I brought you a Chem-Aqua pen too.
That is
I love
great.
using these pens because you can pick any color you want. But if I could ask you to do it, is use that Chem-Aqua blue to sign this for me.
That's a nice pen, yeah. Let me tell you something that's crazy that's happened.
Yep.
Out of the blue, man. John, who is my foreman
Okay.
and the operator, obviously, has been with me for, let me see, about 3 years. About the same time that I came, he's got a buddy
Mm-hmm.
that was the foreman before him.
Okay.
I did not know the guy,
Okay.
but he left us. He took up a better job where he was chief engineer. I mean, he
Okay, so we
got a
moved up a
better
little.
job.
Okay.
But the two of them drank together occasionally.
Still good old
And
friends.
something happened that he and John were drinking just last week in this guy's. And just came up that, you know, think about switching to Chem-Aqua. And he said, I can't believe y'all doing that. He said, why? He says, well, we had a problem with Chem-Aqua. He said, one time when we
Really?
had Chem-Aqua in here a number of years ago, and that did not work out.
Oh,
And so he was very surprised. I did not know that we'd had a previous relationship with these people.
And I mean, this was news to me as well now. But I'm really sorry to hear that. I can understand where you're coming from. So you're kind of saying that you're unsure about us because you heard something
here's
bad,
what he
right?
said. I wanted more information, and I asked John to call him, and he did.
Okay.
And he said the guy just didn't show up. He said the
Oh,
equipment
okay.
came in and all that stuff. He was here to get all the equipment set up, get it started, turn it on. He never came by.
I can understand that. And I'm really sorry to hear that. I mean, that's not good for our Chem-Aqua name, and it's not obviously not good for
It's
me
not.
because I had to
It really
come behind
isn't.
and clean up that mess that
I had
somebody
no
else
idea.
left.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Homer, and you know what? I can see where you're coming from on that, where it might shake your ground a little bit to hear something unsatisfying like that, but what I want to tell you is that this is my livelihood, Homer. This is how I put food on my kids' tables. So I feed my family, so what I try to strive for every day is to be a man of my word. Because you know in this business, once your word's gone, it's really hard to get that back.
I know that well.
And so if you can't trust me and believe that what I'm doing here is what's good for you, that's not good for me, right? So every day I strive to do what I say I do, you know what I mean? So, and I mean with that in mind, I think that you know that I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to be here in every step of the way with the transition. Going to help you guys out with that. Our monthly visits, we're going to schedule them. I'm going to be here on those days that you want, and then our quarterly visits as well. And I think with that in mind, Homer, you want to get these savings, start putting.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna trust you, but I'm also gonna watch you. You know,
And
you've told me what you're gonna do, and when you drop the ball, you gotta know that I gotta make a decision.
and I promise you that that will not happen with
All
me.
right, let's get started then, okay?
Let's go. Ready to go to lunch now?
Let's go, man. Great. Thank you.